Hello everyone, good to see you again. Welcome back to my another live stream today. So this is the 31st of October 2020 on Saturday. I hope you're having a great weekend and thank you for joining. Alright, so today I will talk about the take profit timing. I have been talking about the stop loss strategies or break-even strategies in the past, but I haven't really talked about the take profit timing. So that's why I decided to talk about it today and onwards. In my future lives, I will continue to talk about the take profit timing as well, because it is also a very important aspect whenever you take trades. So every day I have different topics, and you can find the topics which I will be talking about in my website. So when you come to my website and scroll down a little bit, then you can find this program guide on this public live and also the membership live. So I run the Ichimoku community, and the Ichimoku community live streams every Thursdays and Saturdays. So today after the public live, there will be an Ichimoku membership live at 7 p.m. Japan time. And today we'll do the members only Q&A session. But as for the public live, I decided to talk about the essence of take profit strategy. So yep, you can enjoy the topic for today. And also, yeah, tomorrow will be Ichimoku weekly Forex forecast, and the next week we are actually into November. So I am still putting all together on these topics for the month of November, and it should be done tomorrow. And once it's done, I will upload the schedule on this public website as well, so that you can check later what I will be talking about in my future lives in November in this website. So before starting here, just as a quick disclaimer, as usual, this knowledge is based on my experience, so when you take trades, please do with your own risk. So let's see who's here first. Hello everyone, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Alright, Karim, Goodness, Valentino, and Debriam, Kulan, and Eagle, thank you for joining. And Jorun, thank you for joining from Holland. Nice to see you again. And Dinesh, thank you for joining from UK. Good to see you. A little windy but mild here. Alright, that's good, that's good. Yeah, in Tokyo today, it becomes very cold, and it was kind of windy. So yeah, looks like we got the same kind of weather in between. But hope you're doing well. And Mr. Fernandez, Aditya, Freddy, and Court, Dcoin, Golam, Yuli, and Tina, Arania, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Akbar, Ajay, and Roger, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. So yeah, let's talk about the take profit timing today. So basically, I am a trend follower. So whenever there's a trend in the market, I try to profit. And whenever I confirm the end of the trend, then that will be the exit timing. So I capture the trends simply by looking at the Ichimoku 5 lines. And if you're not familiar with the Ichimoku 5 lines or Ichimoku strategies, then I recommend you to only take the Kumo and Kijun-sen angles, which is part of the strategy of the KTS. So let me talk about the beginning of the trend and also the end of the trend by the KTS, K-straight strategy. And so we'll look at the Kumo and Kijun-sen angles today. So here is Euro JPY, and this is going down. So I can still see that this is downtrend. So you see the Senko span B down, A down, and Kijun-sen is pointing downwards. So this is downtrending that I can capture. So when I see downtrends like this way, then I won't look for the take profit timing. Let's look at other pair and see which one of these other pairs are trending. So here is Euro JPY that is trending very nicely downwards, and GBP USD is flat, USD JPY also flat, CAD JPY is also flat, AUD USD is also flat, Kumo Kijun Sen, Euro AUD is also flat, and AUD JPY is becoming flat now. Oh, I think this is a good one to talk about. So the past 2 days, last Friday and Thursday, the market became flat simply because you see the Senko span B and A and Kijun Sen were flat, horizontal, flat. So as long as I see the downtrend, so that means as long as the Kijun Sen and Kumo moving down, I keep trying the profit. So let me go back, bar replay on these 2 days. So yeah, for example, when I see the market like this, then this is a downtrend. You can see that the Senko span BA down, and also Kijun Sen is downwards too. And if you're familiar with the Ichimoku 5 lines, then you know that the price is below Tenkan Kijun Sen and Kumo, which is the bearish confirmation. And also Chikou span is below the candles, which is also a nice confirmation for this downtrend. I just wanted to understand this concept of the trend capture first. Let's see. Alright, Sandy, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And let's see. Hi, Melanie, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. And Yasar, Tarwada, and Anas, thank you for joining as well. Good to see you. So yeah, right now this is going down. So let me move one bar to the future and see how these lines will move. So I will just go one more bar to the future, and still I see downtrend here. So on this day of 29th of October, this is still downtrend because I still see these lines, Kumo and Kijun Sen, are pointing downwards. So this is still the downtrend. And on the next candle, which was last Friday, it became flat. The lines become flat. So this is exactly where I look for the target, I mean the profit timing. So I will go down to lower time frame, for example 50-minute chart, and see where I can where we can actually look for the take profit timing. So here is the 50-minute chart on this AUD JPY, and you saw the downtrend over here. You saw downtrend, and afterwards the price went down, went flat. And you saw the Kijun Sen and the Kumo were still moving down on the daily time frame. So that was a nice downtrend confirmation still. But as soon as you see the Senko span AB and Kijun Sen flat, that's when I look for the exit timing. So that actually happened on Friday. So where exactly the Friday started was actually over here. Let me put the vertical line. So this is exactly where the Friday candlestick started on the daily chart. So let's say you confirm the sell chance somewhere here, you need to take a sell. And if you take a sell here, and it should be already running some profit. And as soon as you enter this day, the 30th of October, then this is exactly where I would look for the exit timing on this day. Because on this day, we saw that the Kumo and Kijun Sen became flat. So until then, I mean the 29th of October was still downtrending, but on this 30th of October it became flat. So that's why I look for the exit timing. And how wide would exit is that the I take a couple of confirmations. I take the web analysis today because waves are the most important aspect when I look for the exit timing. So after this day, after entering into the 30th of October, then what I look for or what I wait for is the bullish in the wave on this lower time frame. So here's 50-minute chart, and where the bullish in the wave started was actually over here. Initially it started here. So when we see the Kumo flat and Kijun-sen flat on the daily chart, then and when I saw this bullish in the wave, then that will be one of the exit timings. And also, I take actually a couple of other confirmations, but yeah, basically this is where I would exit as one of the exit timing. But if I don't watch the market here, the price goes downwards, and let's say come back to the chart maybe somewhere here, and then what I also look for is the bullish in wave, which is actually against the major trend direction, bullish in wave, and that will be another exit timing. So if I miss a chance to take exit here, then afterwards the next bullish in the wave will start here. So when I start to see this next bullish in the wave against the major trend direction, then that will be the exit timing too. So depending on when I look at the market, of course I don't monitor the market 24 hours, so yeah, it depends on when I watch the market. But whenever I look at the market and whenever I see this bullish in wave, that's when I exit as one of the confirmations. So sometimes I take other confirmations like this gold cross. Well, stochastics can be one of the other confirmation to buy for exit. So let's say in this case I see the bullish in the wave and also stochastic gold cross. So this is a perfect timing for exit, because in lower time frame the price can continue to go up this way after this gold cross and also the bullish in the wave, because the market is no more downtrending. Remember, the daily chart is now flat. You saw the Kumo was flat and Kijun-sen was flat on the daily chart, and that's why when we see some kind of a potential retracement signals, then that will be the exit timing for me. So, and in this case, if I sell all the way in the back, for example, if I sell here, if I put the sell position here, for example, and I have the trading profit up to here on this recent high, and most likely the position will taken away on this wick pointing upwards if I don't watch the market, which will be the automatic exit. But if I watch the market real time, then and when I see this bullish in the wave starting on this day, then that will be the exit timing here. So this will be another exit timing manually. And also, if I happen to see the market over here somewhere, and if I confirm this next bullish in the wave, this will be another exit timing too. So once again, I am a trend follower, so I only look for the trending market. And so in other words, when I see the ranging market, that's when I exit. And we confirm that by seeing the Kijun-sen and the Kumo angles on higher time frame. So that's one of the timings for 15-minute time frame. And Aditya says, Mr. K, do you get better exit on time frame M5 or M15? So M15 will be, of course, higher time frame. So when you find the confirmation on M215, then that will be the better time for exit. But let's say you don't see the bullish in the wave on M15 yet, but you might see the bullish in the wave on 5-minute chart too. Like there should be like a smaller waves on this 5-minute chart. So if you saw that on 5, and if you happen to see that on 5-minute chart, then that will also an exit timing. So I take either 5 or 50-minute chart to exit timing, and it depends on when I look at the market. So, and I take at least 2 confirmations, or sometimes I take 3 confirmations for exit timing. So wave and wave will be one of the confirmations for exit, and you can take other confirmations too. But anyhow, when you find some kind of potential like a reversal signal, then that should be the exit timing. Because before this day, the daily chart was going down. We saw the Kumo was going down and the Kijun Sen was going down on the daily chart. So up to this day, still on the daily chart candlestick or daily chart Kijun Sen and Kumo, we can expect the market to continue to go down this way. But as soon as the market entered into this 30th of October, we saw the flat Kumo and flat Kijun Sen. And if you can remember what can happen when you see flat Kumo and Kijun Sen, like I said yesterday, the price can come back to Kijun Sen or the price can come back to Kumo on the daily chart whenever they go flat. So that's why I take that as confirmation for exit, and I look at the lower time frames to find at least 2 or 3 confirmations for exit timing. But until then, I keep trading the profit over time. So in my head, I take a sell here, and I am not really intending, or I'm not looking for somewhere to close below here. In this area, it's impossible for me to close because I don't see any like a reversal confirmations yet. But as soon as I see the reversal confirmation in lower time frames, that's basically when I exit. And I think this idea is a little bit of complicated if you're new to this strategy, but this is how I exit. So I used to set the target like a fixed target, but I decided not to do it anymore. Before 5 years, 5 years ago, I decided not to take the target take profit line because yeah, every time I set the target, sometimes the price hits the target, but actually keeps going down or keeps going up towards the direction. So instead of taking these fixed targets, I decided to follow trends as long as it lasts, but whenever the market stops trending, then that's when I look for the exit timing. I changed my mind that way so that I can have a better risk to reward ratio in that sense. So initially, I don't fix the risk reward ratio, and I'm not sure how the turnout is going to be, but as long as you keep trading profit after the break-even line set, then the reward should be better than the risk over time. And that's what I do every month. So I take trades manually and I exit manually also. And that's been my strategy for the past 5 years, and it's been working quite well for me. And actually that's exactly introduced on the KTS, and also that's exactly what I teach on this GTS class. So I think exit timing is more important than the entry timing, because whenever we enter into the market, we can be kind of optimistic to think that the price goes toward the direction. But when it comes to exit, for example, like when you exit with a loss, then that's when exactly you have to admit the fact that you're losing. So exactly when you press the close button, then the loss will be confirmed. And sometimes you might not gonna be able to admit the fact of the loss, so you may be canceling the stop or you may still expect the market goes towards the direction, although there is some retracement after taking position, which is actually a very bad habit as a trader. So, once you set the break-even line, so this was a sell position, and once you set the break-even line here, then basically I stay away from the market. I will just come back to the chart maybe a couple of hours later, after this break-even line set, and if the price still goes towards my direction, then I will just keep trading and profit. But if the market becomes flat, that's basically when I exit. And I have been quite positive for this trend direction. I look at the higher time frames, a daily or 4, to capture the major trend direction. And I look at the mid time frames, 1 hour 30-minute time frame, to confirm the downtrends or uptrends. And once it's done, I just look for lower time frames, 5 or 15-minute time frame, and exactly take these entry timings. And I expect the market goes towards my direction as long as it lasts. If it goes backwards, then I will exit. Or if the higher time frame becomes flat, then I will just exit. So that's actually my exit timing strategies. Alright, so let's see. Alright, good to see you everyone. Thank you for joining. I don't use Renko Ashi, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, Renko Ashi is more for stock markets. In Forex, we don't have any gaps and windows in between, so I don't think Renko Ashi is not really the one to use, I believe. Renko Ashi is lagging, but I prefer to look at the candlestick patterns more than Renko Ashi, so that's why I prefer to use candlesticks than Renko Ashi with the Ichimoku. Actually, that's most frequently asked questions, like do you use Renko Ashi or Heikin Ashi with Ichimoku? And my answer is no. Because Heikin Ashi, Renko Ashi are actually lagging. And well, actually, when it comes to Renko Ashi, you can kind of know when the breakout happens or where the market is going by looking at the Kumo and Kijun-sen direction. So yeah, from that sense too, there is no really reason to use Renko Ashi with Ichimoku. If you master Ichimoku, you don't have to look at the Renko Ashi anymore, because you know how the Hanne line moves afterwards. Alright, and that's Kayon, Grace, thank you for joining. And Storm, alright, I will check the email. Yep, sure, I will. Please bear with me. Yep, I will check the email and reply. Alright, Peter, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright, Aditya says, Mr. K, to get a better exit on the time frame 5 by 15. Yeah, so it depends on when I watch the market. When I found this bullish end wave and few other confirmations on 15, then I will take it. But if I see the same reverse confirmations in 5, then I take the 5. If not, then I will just let the time go a little bit more. Alright, Lawrence, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright, Olori, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright, Arania, alright, you're welcome. And Kayon, thank you for joining. And thank you for the reminder as always, Kayon. So if you liked today's live so far, please press a good button before you leave, so that it keeps me going. Alright, so let's see. What is your longest position ever? I think that was about 2 weeks. Anna says, what if the 1 hour lines become flat instead of 1 day or 4 hour time frame? So remember, you are trending. You actually capture the trend on the daily chart, and that's exactly why you have to keep watching the daily chart. If you depend on the 1-hour chart trend, then you should exit when 1-hour chart goes flat. So it depends on which time frame you are trading and riding. Alright, and in terms of the position, I already answered the question. Yeah, S&P 500, I will talk about it tomorrow. I will talk about S&P 500 tomorrow for this weekly forecast, so you can join and check that video live stream. Hi Sekar, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Happy weekend, happy Halloweens. I got the pumpkins in my back. It's a Halloween day. Alright, Aditya says, Mr. K, I'm in my trading to determine the stop loss break even. Is it always hit by the spike? Can you help explain the correct position? I think if the price hits the stop every time, then that's either you are not capturing the major trend direction, or the market is volatile. Sometimes I see the spikes up and downs in lower time frames on New Zealand pairs or exotics, and that's why I'm kind of staying away from these New Zealand and exotics, because when it comes to lower time frames, for example, like in 15, sometimes market goes, I captured the downtrend, for example. I captured downtrend on the daily chart, and sometimes here is what usually New Zealand pairs or exotic pairs do, but sometimes I start to see that bullish wave keeps going up, and afterwards it goes down sharply, like this way. Goes towards the direction, to the major direction. And because of this kind of tricky move, I get stopped out based on my strategy, and that's why I don't really look at the New Zealand or exotic pairs. So I guess it depends on the pairs or the volatility of the market at that time. But the price should go towards the direction as long as you're following the major trend direction and confirm it in the mid time frames. Alright. Arania, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Mr. Fernandez says, I have seen the price coming back to the break even of and restart the trend. Yep. So sometimes that happens. So in that case, you exit with the break even once, and afterwards, if the price still goes toward the direction, then you can always re-enter the market. Yeah, the point is that you don't lose. My main idea in my teaching or my trade style is actually to become a non-losing trader. So non-losing means you set the break even, or every time you take trades, you take very small risk per trace, but you get the reward bigger. That's what I mean by non-losing trader. And so this type of I think it's kind of a submissive type of idea. But if you protect your account, if you focus to protect your account and to minimize the risks, and if you only taking trades on the major time frame direction, then you should run profit over the month or over the year every time. So yeah, actually that's my backbone of my strategy. Okay, Tim says, how do you adjust the parameters of the stochastics oscillator? I use a 30-10-10, 30% K30, percent D10, and throwing 10. If you're using the trading view, you can simply click on this settings, and you can adjust the settings. All right. Yep, good to see you. Good to see you. Do you enter trades in Asian session? Yes. Yes, whenever I see trends, I take trades no matter which session it is. Alright, good to see you. Hi K from KK. Alright, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And yep, looks like Yorun's got the pumpkin also. Happy Halloweens, everyone. Market is ranging or most of the time miss entries at the time of the trend start. Yep, you might have to look at multiple pairs to capture these trade timings. I am still very weak in handling the trend reversal. How to overcome it? So if you have a decent definition of the trend reversal, like I captured the trend reversal potentially by this N wave structure against the direction. N wave structure bullish in this case, and also stochastic gold cross would be another potential reversal signal. This might be band walking too. I use a Bollinger Bands, and this might be band walking, so that will be another potential reversal signal, because when the daily chart goes flat, then the price may come back to the Kijun-sen or the Kumo. As I explained earlier, that's the tendency of the ranging market, and eventually the price may retrace all the way backwards this way. And these small clues or small symptoms will happen in lower time frames. These are trend reversals. So that's when you can capture the reversal in lower time frame. And whenever you see the reversal signals, when after the market becomes flat and higher time frame, that's what I usually exit. All right. Yep, Dcoin, you're welcome. And Abdul, thank you for joining. Good to see you. What is the average pips do you use for the stop loss? My average stop loss will be about like 20 or 30 pips. Sometimes I take like 40 pips of stop loss, but I won't take like 60. That's too much for me. In average, I think it's about like a 30, between 20 or 30 pips of stop loss, because my stop loss is based on the lower time frames. Yep, sometimes you can cut the positions with a minimum profit. Yep, sometimes it's necessary. Alright, Kayun says, Mr. K, if you know what is the magic key? I'm not sure what it means by the magic key. Yeah, Orania says that 30-10 is great settings. Yeah, that's my favorite setup based on the stochastics. Yeah. Alright. Yep, good to see you. Alright, so let's see. Let me move to Tin's comment here. According to K, the sharks have billions of dollars. Can they manipulate the market? If they do manipulate the market, are the analytical indicators still effective? Yes, they are. The indicators are effective, and that's what I do. I don't really expect the market direction. I mean, I'm not sure how long it lasts. But as long as it lasts, I keep trading. When it stops, I just exit. That's it. So I don't really care about who manipulates the market, who doesn't manipulate. I don't really care. You might feel manipulated because every time you take trades, the price goes opposite way. That will be the psychological, like a dilemma. But for me, even the market is manipulated, I just take trades whenever there's a trend direction, and I exit when it goes flat. So in that sense, I ride on this manipulated market. Okay. Alright, yeah, Renko charts, maybe I will talk about it in the future. But personally, I don't use Renko Ashi. Although it's invented in Japan. But I don't use Renko Ashi. So, yeah. That might be the topic for some time in the future, but not really, not really so much. I prefer candlesticks more. Alright. Oh, Keyun says, Mr. K, if you lot to talk, drink cool water, please. Yep, I will. I will keep myself hydrated. Yep. Alright. Yep, Tin, you're welcome. Oh, Melanie says, it is a waiting game, waiting for the right time to enter the market. Patience helps a lot in my opinion. Yep, that's true. Patience is the key. But you don't want to wait forever, of course. You have to be able to capture timing, when to enter, when not to enter. And that requires patience. Yeah, sometimes you might only see like 2 confirmations and enter the market, and the price may go backwards. And that will be the bad loss. But if you follow a trade strategy, if you confirm the trending market on higher time frames, and once you confirm at least 3 confirmations for enter, and enter it to the market, and afterwards, even if the price goes backwards, that I would say that was a good loss, because you follow your structure. But if you don't follow yourself or strategy and take trades intuitively with a gut feeling, that will be the bad loss. Even you win that way, I would say that was a bad win, because you cannot do it over time. I mean, repetition is the key. Yeah, how to say in English? Like you want to repeat things over and over. Repeat the same operation with the same manual. Every time you take trades. So if you don't apply your strategy to the market and take trades, and afterwards, even if you win by that, I would say that that is a bad win, because you cannot reproduce it again. And if you lose that way, you cannot learn yourself too. So yeah, lucky shot. Yeah, that's called a lucky shot. Yeah. But yeah. So it is very important to follow through the strategy. First, build up your own strategy, and try to follow it. Otherwise, no trades. I used to. I have some couple of live trading in the past, so you can watch the archive and you can enjoy my past trades. You can come to this my website and come to this must-watch videos for beginners. Then you can find a couple of my trades in the past. Alright, let's see. If you miss an entry timing, there is always another timing. Yep, that's true. That's true. The market is always there for you. It is 24 hours open. So so almost 24 hours open. So you can always find a chance every day. So even if you miss one chance, then there will be like future chances. It's like riding a train, or looking for the taxi. Like if you want to catch a taxi on the street, although it doesn't come, you just wait for maybe 5 minutes and it should come sooner or later. And that's the attitude of waiting for the trending market. If not, if there's no taxi, then maybe you can just walk a little bit more and look for the taxi on other street. or just wait for the taxi over there too. All right. How do you think the USD will react depending on the election result? To be honest, I'm not sure how the election will affect the USD. So I will just stay away from the USD pairs or any trades until next Tuesday. My view is actually I will come back to charts next Wednesday after the US election and look for the trending markets. So I am a technical analysis, so I watch market, I read news and newspapers, but I don't really expect how the market is going to react by these news. Sometimes they go opposite way. Alright, so let's see. According to you, what matters most, risk, reward, or accuracy? I matter more risk to reward ratio more than the accuracy. So I don't really focus on the winning rate. My winning rate is below 40%. If you come to my profile page and scroll down a little bit, you can find my trade result over here. But if you can see this history, my stats here, my winning rate is about like a 36-37%. But I still run profit because I value the risk reward more than the accuracy. So my perfect factor is about 4. Over here, in the month of May, it was 2.8. So I value risk reward ratio more than the winning rate. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live for now. So thank you for joining, everyone. It was very nice to see you and talk about some money management and also the exit timing. So tomorrow, every Sundays, I give you the Ichimoku weekly Forex forecast. So I look at these pairs and commodities and also some indexes. I will check this. Check this weekly chart and the daily chart because this is when the weekly candlestick close. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Or if you're the Ichimoku member, then I will see you on the Ichimoku membership live as we're gonna cover this members only Q&A session today. So I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Halloweens, and please stay healthy and stay gold. Until I see you next time. Bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.